Hello, and welcome back to Let's Play Disgaea, Hour of Darkness. It's going to be episode 12B today. For 12B, we're going to do a little bit of basically just power leveling. If we have sufficient time, depending on how things play out, we might go ahead and also do some item world and dark assembly manipulation. But for now, the very first thing we want to do in order to speed right along through our power leveling is we actually want to try and pass a triple XP build. The reason for this is that, we have it set up in such a way that typically what we're going to do in order to power level is kill one big target. So if we pass triple XP, then killing that one big target will be 3 times as valuable. So let's see if we can go ahead and get this passed. See, this is either way in favor of this person loads the idea. Against it, leaning no, strongly against. So this doesn't look super likely to pass right now. That looks pretty unlikely to pass. Yeah, rejected. Let's go ahead and give up. And we'll try that one more time, just to see if we have the capacity to beat it, honestly. Influence 683. Maybe that will help us, maybe it won't. Okay. Alright, so it looks like that's not really going to work out for us right now. So, we can either spend more time power leveling. Basically, we can't pass our triple XP build, so we can either spend more time power leveling, or we can go ahead and do some item world stuff, which will get us a whole bunch of... Basically, what we might do is we might go into the item world and do every geocrystal map that we find, and that will boost our bonus rating really quickly, get us some pretty high-level equipment, and then we can use that to bribe the senators to pass bills more easily for us. Well, tell you what, let's do. Let's go ahead and do one power leveling map without the bonus, and we will see what sort of level boost I gain. So I think the best we have access to, this is the chapter we're on. Lunar Snowfield didn't have any good power leveling maps, but Salamander's Breath did, which was the first one with this experience plus 100%. Now the thing we really want to do here, obviously, is lift and combine all of these guys, because even if we end up making a super high level zombie, that zombie is still only going to be a tier 1 zombie. He's still going to be bad at what he does. So let's go ahead and have the ninja do this. Get some throwing and lifting and throwing going on. I want to hold on to my axe users for now. We can go ahead and have Terra help us out, because she's pretty weak. We'll just end our turn like that. One of the biggest problems here, of course, is the fact that that there's so many monsters on this map that combining all of them is actually going to be pretty time intensive. And as we're combining all of these monsters together, they're going to be hitting us, and they're going to be powering up, even to the point of possibly one-shotting us. And that's a little bit worrisome. Let's see, this guy's 23? 20? The high-level guy's over here. So let's take this level 20 and combine him with that. Then we'll run our way over here. We'll use one other person. We need somebody relatively tough who's capable of lifting and throwing. I guess that would be this warrior. We'll do something like that and end our turn. Apparently, as a zombie, you can turn your fist into Gatling guns. Excuse me. And yet, they still can't hit me. Miss. Fantastic. Level 40, level 40, level 40. So this is level 60 now. And he ought to be able to outrun those people. Have Etna move out, and combine these two over here. A warrior can't quite make it back into the base panel, so we will lift this monster out of the way so he can do that. Get the warrior back to the base panel. Redeploy him this way. And combine things this way. And she could put this guy down. And probably combine this next group like that. Alright, so it's down to not very many zombies left. Let's find out if we can do this lift and throw. We can. Now he's level 140 and has 2,500 health, which is quite a bit. So I think I want to run away most of my guys, actually. And then check what kind of damage I can do against this guy. Just have her run as far as she can. She might get zombie cycloned. We'll see what happens. And check our damage.
Go!
Yeah, our damage is still okay. I mean, yeah, he's got a lot of health. He's still dangerous. But let's put her over here just so I don't get AoE'd. But, you know, we can still hypothetically kill him. I mean, we can just do this over and over.
Go!
Now, hilariously, this guy can do one thing that's pretty funny. Because he has this ability which displaces him away from the opponent. Pew! Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he can move 1, 2, 3, 4 squares away. And still reach the base panel. And Bell can wind cutter from here. And he'll step a little bit closer. Let's see how this goes. Ouch. Unsurprisingly, that was lethal. So I think we should probably just go for it. Just unload on this guy and see what we can do. weak to ice, so we'll triple shot him afterwards. Let's assume that both of our axers are going to do approximately 300 damage each, so we probably got him at about 600 damage right now. Let's say that takes him to 900, which might be a little bit high. Let's say 800. Which means this should be fine. And we'll see where he will stand after that.
See?
I'll finish this. Be gone.
Closer to 700. She does pretty good damage. Alright, that's 900 damage. Let's bring out Flan and hit him with a Giga Ice and see how that does for damage. 600. 0. Apparently this guy has high resistance and low defense. And that's pretty much gonna do it for his turn. I just want to put someone... Oh, that doesn't make sense, actually. I was thinking I should put someone right here so he doesn't zombie twister me, but he can't do that anyway, because this tile is not empty. So, here's hoping I don't die a horrible death. Or that only one of us dies a horrible death. Only one of us died a horrible death. That's lovely. Now that should not be lethal, from what I've seen before. But this ought to be. And we'll see how much he goes up. Now bear in mind, he has like 280-something statisticians on his gear. So he's actually going to get almost triple experience for this kill. Currently it's level 26.
Be gone.
And he goes up to level 47. Pretty significant. This is a little bit time intensive to do it this way. Level 40, level 40, level 60. We can do that one more time, though. If we... Which I think is what we want to do. Let's go ahead and return everybody, pretty much everybody, to the base tile. Base panel. Soften these guys up so that when we wind up killing them, it'll be easy. So the thing I noticed is just that all of these monsters, like these three that are left, have a combined level of 143, which is about the same as the guy we just killed. So we can actually do 2 of our 10 people that we want to level up per instance of this map. Assuming Laharl doesn't die here. As long as Laharl doesn't die, because he has the thing on him that increases the experience gain, so we just need him to unequip that, so we can... Let's see, how strong are these two? Pretty strong. Just gonna go ahead and Mystic Blast these. I guess she's not going to Mystic Blast those. We're just gonna split up and try to not get killed right now. But I do think she can take this guy on. Alrighty. As long as Laharl doesn't die, everything should be fine. Because then he can unequip that piece of equipment and re-equip a new one. Awesome. Now we're going to put everybody back in the base panel. Because short version, I want all of the enemies to kind of group back up. Oops, need to mute my Facebook. Apologies. These two are out of range of this zombie, I believe, so they'll stay up. We'll actually have Belle try and lure these zombies over here, and she eventually needs to step 3 squares closer. 1, 2, 3. But if she goes here, she'll be vulnerable to that zombie, so we won't do that just yet. And apparently, Axel's getting hit. Now this isn't terrible, as long as he doesn't die. Okay. Because now that zombie's pretty far away from the action, which I want him to be. She'll take 2 steps closer. We can bring out people that need heals. Heal here. That's it. Excuse me. I actually really appreciate that zombie twister right there. Because that's going to let me combine this guy and then run away. Ah, except that was lethal. I did not want that to kill her. Not sure how I want to do this. Because I do need people to stay alive. Suppose we could do it this way. And we do actually still need to de-equip Laharl with that item. Let's see if this works. Yeah, that worked. Remove Dark Rosary. So whoever winds up going for this kill is going to get that item. Now what I need to do is some sort of like convoluted throw chain, a little bit. Yeah, basically. We'll do this like this. Now what this is going to allow us to do is perform these lifts and these throws without anybody moving, which means they will be able... I spaced it wrong. Which means they will be able to... let's see... move after they do the throw. And the reason that's important is so that I can combine these monsters and then retreat. But I spaced it wrong, because I have to land my scout somewhere that he can combine those. So throw him here. And now, run away. And run away. And this guy has 1,430 health. Is he defense-based or resistance-based? He's resistance-based, so our mages aren't going to do anything useful in this fight. We do need to lure him in somehow. We'll hang out some bait, I guess. That's perfect. I exactly wanted him to zombie twister. Alrighty. Now, I know my mages are going to be useless, but what they can do is either Braveheart someone or initiate a combo going, which will at least cause this guy to take more damage on the end part of the combo. Oops, a little too far. So I really don't expect any of these spells to do any damage whatsoever. It's not a lot of damage that I'm putting out. I think I should cancel one of these mages. 363, 343, 387. So Flan will get canceled, and we'll add Seal. And 387, 363. Teemo will also get added. This guy's moved to Ice. Alright, let's give that a shot. Now, none of this is going to kill this guy. Like, I might get about half of his health. So I realize I haven't equipped the item that increases people's experience gains, but, I mean, this guy has 1,500 health. We're not going to kill him with this combination. But we're going to do a good chunk. Alright. Now one person's gonna die. Appears to be our Axel. Yep. This guy's 495 health. We go... Giga Ice on this guy. Tri-Burst. I believe that did about 240. No, I take it back. The very first thing I'm gonna do is Hurricane Slash him, and see how that goes for damage.
Here I come.
280. Leaves him at 215. Guess she'll just keep practicing Giga Ice. And we will swap out his slippers for this Dark Rosary. You know, she's not gonna kill him if she just hits him. So, I'm gonna cancel all these. And have her just normal attack this guy, and then tri-burst him. And that should be good. Yeah, there's just no way she does 215 with a normal regular attack, right? Easy. That's a lot of money I just got for that level. 65,000 money. Heal everybody up. He's now level 49. So he's gonna make this next part of the campaign easy breezy, unfortunately. But that's okay. So we will, probably for the rest of... I don't think I'm gonna do the leveling for everybody this episode, just because it's a little bit time intensive, and watching me play through that over and over is a little bit boring, but I will do this for my other characters, so look forward to everybody being approximately mid-80s or so. Other than that, is there anything we need to do? We do need to mess around with bribing the senators eventually, but to do that we need a large inventory, and to get a large inventory we have to do Item World. Item World can be pretty time intensive if you're going through it actually looking for items, because setting up the bonus combos is a little bit time intensive, so there's that. So what do we actually have on our agenda that's good for recording? There is possibly... well, I know at some point I need to make some mages, just so I can unlock the Star Mage ability. But I don't feel like I'm going to do that today either. I mean, I might, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to do that off recording and on stream later, so probably not that. I suppose... let's see if we can get some better stuff passed in the shop, right? Because, like, we want to get shoes, belts, and eyewear, and... how are we doing for mana? I'm pretty sure our Nekomata still has all of the mana we could possibly want. Let's see if we can get eyewear, belt, and shoes passed at all. But before we do that, I want to load up my normal inventory with items I don't care about. This is something I care about, so I need to make sure to hold on to that. I'll keep the Cha-Ching hand, because I think we'll need that later. 126. 179. Wow, these staves are really good. Do I have better staffs already? I do not. And this is a legendary staff, but it is not better than these. Slight drop in intelligence, or in mana, but big boost in intelligence. So we'll give her a Forgetful Staff. She already has a Forgetful Staff. And instead of a Sword Staff, she'll get a Forgetful Staff. So those are things I don't care about. What else? Don't care about this, or this, or this, or this, or that, or this. Alright, that gives us an inventory full of stuff we don't really care about. And we can use that to bribe people. So we'll try and pass eyewear and boots and whatnot. And before we do so, excuse me, we will try and bribe some people. Excuse me. And to do that, first, I think I want to focus on the people. So I don't think I've actually covered this before, but the way this voting works is you can scroll out and look at which senators are attending the vote today. You can see most everybody here is against it. Like, there's a lot of people here who loathe the idea. This person in particular keeps showing up and is just an asshole. Anyway, this is also another good example. So the thing is, what happens is, you see in the top right it says influence 374. What that means is the total number of votes in this particular petition we're doing is 374. And a person gets 1 vote for each level they are. So this guy, whatever he votes, is going to be worth 44 votes. This person is worth 10. This one's worth 82. So if you're going to bribe people, you should probably start with the highest level people first. Now, the way you do that is you open up your inventory, and you can give this guy anything you want, or anything he wants, specifically. He really wants this legendary staff. What a surprise. So we'll give it to him. And when you do that, that item is permanently gone. It's removed from the game, which is one of the reasons why you really want to do the item world before you start bribing senators, because the item world just gives you so many just completely random items. Weapons, armors, junk you're never going to use, that you can essentially just make it rain on these guys. But yeah, I want to find the highest level people, and specifically these guys that loathe me. I really want to find a way to eventually feed them enough stuff to not absolutely hate me anymore. And the way this works is when you open up your item list, it'll tell you how much they want the item, and pretty much you should only give people things when it says must-have. It's just not a particularly effective use of items otherwise. So I'm just going to scroll through here and see if there's anybody in here who absolutely must have anything in my inventory. Now this guy must have something, but these are only level 11 and 12, so I'm going to focus on the higher level ones first, because their votes are worth more. But obviously, as a side effect of that, they want higher level stuff, and I don't have higher level stuff right now. Alright, this guy must have this. And the thing is, these bribes, these are permanent. Everybody in there's like a pool of senators that can attend a vote whenever you call for one. And each of them has their own personal stats, and those all get remembered between votes. So over time, I will acquire enough items to just rain down on these guys, and they will pass pretty much anything I want in the long run. But for now, we are not at that part of the game. Sure. One of the nice things is, you know, these lower level guys really want just crap, essentially. They really like your low level items, so we're not going to sell those for gold, because we don't need the gold, or at least not in the amount that those items are going to fetch us, which is like 50. And that's it. I'm definitely failing this. You can see just from the popularity. But that's okay. I more or less made some progress on bribing people. Let's see if I have anything left in my bag. that I can bribe people with. I need 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7 items to add to that list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Belts are awesome, but this belt is not high enough level. And the Psych Orb is also not high enough level. Now this is part of the problem, right? All of the stuff I want to get rid of is stuff that is all low level, because I don't have any use for it. And if it's that low level, it's only going to be effective on low level senators. So I guess right now we're just at that part of the game where we can bribe low level senators, but not big ones. So every time I open this menu where I say, "Hey Seal, I want you to call the Dark Assembly," it's gonna pick a random number of how much influence she's going to call from the senators list, based on her rank. So if I really wanted like lower level senators to show up, I could call the assembly or the Senate with Teemo, which actually I should do. For some reason, I was thinking the eyewear belt and shoe inventory stuff did not show up until rank 4, but I was mistaken about that. So I should probably have somebody else call it, because Seal's going to be calling higher level senators that are going to hate me. Not this guy. I think probably Flan, because she's not going to be doing any. No, wait, she's rank 0. Never mind. Can't be any of the mages. Teemo needs to hold on to his so he can reincarnate at some point, which will be expensive. Reincarnating a lord is pretty expensive, but Etna's not using much, so she can try it. Eyewear inventory. She's got 275 influence. So everybody that's showing up should be relatively low level. Leaning, yes. Alright, let's find the highest level guys first. 40. Loathe. Is there anything this person wants? You want both of those. And it sucks. Like, getting these people from going to loathing to liking you is awful. You can feed them must-have items all day long, and they're just not your friends. Eventually it'll get there, but it's not fun. 19, 44, let's see if this guy... There we go. See if we can get him to flip over to the yes side. Alright, so now we'll work our way down. 13 is adequate. Leaning yes either way. 21 would be better to focus on if we can. Leaning yes. 5, level 5 I don't care too much. Level 27. Leaning yes. That's in favor of is pretty good. 12. 82 is beyond me. Maybe this 19. 44. Is there anything else this guy wants? No? This is level 12. Alright, now I will feed out just anything that is a must-have to anyone. Like, this is... Yeah, you're fine. Yep. Because these are, like I keep saying, these are all items that I give absolutely zero craps about. So, if I can put them to any use by feeding them to these guys, that's fantastic. Anyone, even like a level 5 senator, I'll give him something if he really wants it. Which is funny, right? It's such a good life lesson. If you want something bad enough, people might just give it to you. Actually, maybe that's not a great life lesson. Don't take that one to heart. But if you do want something, at least feel free to ask for it, right? You can't have anything that you don't ask for, usually. Generalizations. 50% of the time, they're true 100% of the time. I totally mangled that. Generalizations. 50% of the time, they're accurate 100% of the time. Alright, let's see if we can pass this. We got the 2 big voters. Woohoo! We passed it! Alright, we're gonna save that, just because I've been trying to pass that for a little bit in these B episodes. And then we will... See, I don't really have too much of an inventory left that I'm okay feeding away. Unless we count, like, consumables. I don't really use these, so maybe I will. But not this one, because this one is currently storing all of our like, random residents that we might use someday, but not right now. I should move them into something that has bigger storage, but it's fine. Alright, that's a full inventory. Now let's see if we can get Etna to pass Belt's inventory. Oh, I called it with too much influence. I should have called it with a lower number. This person's 19, 12, 27, 37, 76. Doesn't want anything I have. 45 and 64. Actually, I haven't done this in so long. Like, I remember the general rules for this. I'm sort of curious if giving somebody something they don't want lowers their rating with you. I'm not going to try it. I'm just sort of curious. Yeah, I'm going to give you something you want, and you're still going to hate me because you're an asshole. So now I think we're on the pass where we give away anything that's must-have. And again, I mean, some of these people are already leaning yes, but I'm really just adjusting their long-term rating for me. Which will make other things I want to do in the Dark Assembly that are harder, much easier later on. Aha! A must-have. Yes, you can have that. I think that's everybody. I think I've done a full pass. And those are all done. So, begin the vote.
Nay.
Ah, so close! Ah, that was frustrating. If I just called it with a little less influence, I think it would have been fine. But we'll continue this process. Don't need this for anything. Inventory's almost empty from stuff we don't care about. And actually, before I save this, I just want to double check. Yes, we still have the gum. Yes, we still have this. We'd actually give this away as well, because it only gives 30 HP. Alright. And now we'll call this one more time. 212 influence. I think that's a little bit lower than I want. 354 is too high. 497 is way too high. I think I'm aiming for, like, low 300s here. 299 is good. Belt inventory, that's what we're working on. I do appreciate that you get up in front of the Dark Assembly to issue out a petition and see how people vote, but you make sure to bring your axe with you as you stand on the pedestal. You know, just in case. Well, this isn't looking great. I don't understand why these people hate belts so much. Why don't you guys want belts in the store? Just because you guys don't have problems holding your pants up. Oh, I get it. They're leveraging their votes to get paid off. What a bunch of self-interested assholes. I mean, this is the thing, right? Like, I play video games to get away from the real world, so dealing with a Senate that's only interested in their own well-being is much too close to real life. I guess that does make it satisfying that if they refuse to pass a bill that you want, you can just beat the crap out of them and forcibly pass it. That at least is... We should have that option in the real world. You know, just go to the Senate and be like, do we care about this enough to beat the crap out of you? I'm kidding, of course. That would not be the thing. I will do one more quick pass. I think I gave out everything that was must-have. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did, so... I don't think this is gonna pass. Yeah, screw you guys. I feel like that should have been better. Oh, well. I think that will go ahead and do it for us, though. That's what I'm going to be recording anyway. So we did that little bit of power leveling for 2 of our characters. Probably... I feel like that was a little bit boring to watch and labor-intensive, so... I mean, it took us, like, what, 20 minutes or so just to do one of that level, and we're going to need to do that 4 more times just to get everybody leveled up, assuming nothing goes wrong, including that. And I don't really want to sit here for... I mean, I don't really want to record another hour-and-a-half worth of content for you guys to sit and watch, just to watch me throwing zombies around and stuff like that, so I feel like that's not really worth it. So I will call it here for today, just give you a general idea of what I'm going to be doing for the break in between 12B and episode 13. So join me again sometime soon for episode 13. People will be leveled up, and we will get back into the storyline. Until then, everybody have a great day, and take care of yourselves and each other. Jerry Springer style.